So this is just a video on multimeters and just checking the system before you begin. So I turned up to this job and I knew that we had a leak right underneath this tree, and it was just a question of whether we could fix the head or if we needed to do a reroute around. We ended up actually being able to fix the sprinkler head. It was just the riser that was broken. When we got here, we tested it and it worked. I didn't do a multimeter test. I literally just attached my remote control, fired up the zone, and it worked. We then did our repair over there, and wire actually ran directly under here, but we were pretty certain that we didn't actually touch any of it. When we were finished, we then went to fire up the zone. Nothing happened. I then tried to fire up zone 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing happened. I then went to the controller, and that's when I used my multimeter, and all of those zones were showing high ohms reading, like well over 1,000 ohms. So I know somewhere underneath this tree there is a grounded wire, and chances are it's the common wire that's grounded. It may have been like that before we got here. It may have been like that after, i.e. we did it. We don't know for sure, because a grounded wire might work, but then as soon as it gets wet, that's when it starts acting irrational. So we dug back, we located the wire here, we went to the other side where there was another sprinkler head, and we located the wire there. We ran the wire above ground, tested it, and as if by magic, all of them worked, and every single one of them had the correct ohms reading. Majority of these valves are rainbirds. They were all showing between like 40 and 50 ohms. So now everything's working, but this is just a video just to show how important it is to check the ohms before a job, because we are able to fix this. But let's say hypothetically this was a brand new system. I'd never touched it before, so I didn't know if it worked or not. You get to the end, you fire it up and nothing happens. Was it you that caused the mistake, or was it there before you got there? And at that point, is it warranty work, or is the homeowner going to turn around to you and say, well, it was working before you got here? So use your multimeter, double check, make sure you're getting the right ohms reading. Sometimes the ohms reading can be higher than expected, and if that's the case, turn the zone on, and sometimes just turning it on and turning it off, checking the ohms again, you're going to get the right reading. But it's so important just to double check your work, use your multimeter, and you're never going to make any mistakes. So we've got everything up and running.